I am thrilled to be here. Good morning, everybody. And I just want to say how excited I am. I think Lynette will tell you that no one has been pushing harder to see this day come about than I have, because I am ready for this incredible person to be our supervisor from District 10. And it was great that Willie B was here, because I was a board aide. I actually worked as an aide to a supervisor when Supervisor Kennedy was in office, and I remember when she had a committee on base closures, and at that time it seemed so far away and so uncertain. Was the federal government ever going to put through its responsibility to remediate all the toxicity that had been put in this part of town for so many years? And to come now and see that Lynette has gone on and served on the Redevelopment Commission, and she has played a role in seeing that we get to this day and going forward. But what I know is she will make sure that it's done the right way. There are many people running in this district, but there are not many people, I don't think nary a one, who has been tested as Lynette has. She has stood for public office. She has withstood the scrutiny of being in public life. She has been pressed from every side of a possible complex issue, as we've seen with BART this past year, with the tragic turn of events that stood there. And she has stood tall. We're here, and I see people that I have known through 20 years of working in this city, because we know that she's tested and we know what her qualities are. I am so excited to see someone like Lynette, who is grounded in this community. When I go with her places, she knows everybody. Everybody knows her, and they love her. And it's because she was a community banker. When I think of what community banking is supposed to be, that's what Lynette was. That's how I was introduced to her, as someone who made sure that a banking institution truly invested in its community. The ethos that she had, we certainly could use in the financial industry right now, where these banks are getting money from the federal government and won't make a loan, won't help a business, won't start any construction. That's not how she operated. And I will tell you, it is tough to be a supervisor. It's not an easy job, and it is tough to represent this district. I have stood beside Sophie, and there have been difficult things, and I can certainly tell you what I would like to have done better as a supervisor. But I know that the challenges that we face right now, thank you so much, the challenges that we face right now, am I on? Oh yeah, I am. The challenges we face right now are what is the direction going to be. There are many ethnic communities within District 10 right now. That's changed, but are we together as one community? I don't feel we've achieved that. And I think that because Lynette has worked throughout city government, she's been a taxi commissioner, she's played so many different roles, she knows people in every community, and that's what the future of Bayview is. The future of Bayview is, how do we improve this community without totally changing this community? How do we take keeping faith with this community with the people that actually grew up here and need to come back here and need to be able to go to good schools? So when I sit next to Lynette for hours at a meeting at Thurgood Marshall, I know that she's somebody that's going to get the biotech companies coming into these schools and making them. I don't want Charles Drew to be a science school in name only. I want it to be a science school. We want our kids growing up to go into biotechnology and green technology and all these wonderful things that are going to make a heck of a lot of money, which you're going to need. I will say she cannot make this an inexpensive city to live in. That's not why I'm supporting her, because that's not realistic. San Francisco is always going to be the second most expensive city in this country. Let's just be real about it. But our children can and will compete if they're given the opportunity. And I swear to you, with every core of my fiber, I am going to work my tail off for her to become the next supervisor. I don't want somebody coming in that's just throwing their name in there. I frankly don't want someone who's not African American representing this district, because we have lost so much in terms of the African American population in San Francisco. We cannot lose this seat. That cannot happen. And these people are, you know, they're fine and good, and I'm sure they're well-intentioned people, but when the day is done, they don't know the people in this community, they can't pull the people in this community together, and they can't get the job done the right way it needs to be done. And I will simply close and say, I have a big agenda. I do want to acknowledge there are many city commissioners that are here. Kim Brandon is here from the Port Commission. The former planning director is here, Gerald Rainey, who I'm so fond and love so much. Shelley Bradford Bell, who is the president of the Planning Commission. There are so many people who've contributed so much. My colleagues from the Brown administration who are here, people that I have worked so closely with. And this is a great opportunity. I think it is so exciting to have someone that we know can take us where we need to go over the next 8 to 10 years. And I will be shoulder to shoulder with each of you here because we are going to win this election in November with Lynette. Thank you.